All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to our YouTube channel. Our morning note, it is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on our G.A.R Capital YouTube channel. My apologies, I do have a little bit of hiccups, so I'm kind of been fighting that since I woke up this morning. So if I have a little bit of hiccups and it kind of bothers you, my apologies. It'll go away, I promise. There will be no afternoon note today. I'm going to go have dinner with the wife after the bell, so get a little time to hang out with her. But again, no morning, no afternoon note. I'll post something from Reuters in regards to the news. I'll still tweet today, obviously, and give you all the information I can as we go along. All right, bottom line, let's take a look at the markets. Dow futures are up 223 points, NASDAQ up 22 points, and the S&P up about 0.37%. Russell's up about a quarter point, 1894. Currently on the futures side, crude oil, is down 0.60% at 101.09 a barrel. 334 is gasoline futures up 0.28%. Gold is down below 1900 an ounce, 0.35% of the downside. 23.68 for silver futures, down 0.36%. Euro dollar is down 82 pips, 105.57. 128.07, up 83 pips for the dollar yen. Bitcoin futures are up nicely, 38,950, pretty much 39,000. Ethereum is right near, 2,900 at 2870, up 1.18%. Oh God, these hiccups suck. 10-year Treasury is down about 30 basis points, 2.742. Watching that, I did open a position on TLT yesterday. 102.95 for dollar index, up 0.64%. And the VIX, down 6% at 31.49. Real quick, Microsoft reported earnings today. God, that sucks. Microsoft's earnings yesterday, we talked about that. So that is adding a little bit of love to the Dow. They're up 4.47% this morning. That's why the Dow is up really for two stocks. So here is the Dow Jones average. So here's the companies that have the most weight into it. So for example, United Health being up 0.43% is 10% of the actual weight. Microsoft up 4% is 5.35 of the weight. United Health, Goldman, Home Depot, Microsoft, and Amgen are your top 5 weighted. In the S&P, it's Apple, Microsoft, Google, Tesla, and Amazon. Those are your 5. So again, you can see a big difference. You have a little more of value names like a Goldman Sachs, Amgen, for example. So again, the lowest weighted stock in the Dow index: Walgreens, Intel, Verizon, Cisco, and Coca-Cola. So those are kind of your names that you could think of the back of your head, like, oh, they're really not going to move the markets. Granted, Boeing being down 4%, it being the 14th largest weighted holding, does hurt the Dow a little bit. They just reported earnings. Boeing, I do have it here. Visa reported a great quarter. Spotify reported a good quarter as well. I just missed on revenue, but did beat on EPS. MAU, monthly active users, 428 million is their guidance. Total is 187 million premium subscribers, me including one of them. Revenue 2.8 billion, gross margin of 25.2. That's really great, that margin. Operating, looks like operating costs, negative 197 million, premium subscribers 182 million versus 180 million quarter over quarter. Let's take a look at Spotify together, and Spotify is down. So just not enough for traders to want this name. Again, you could see they do have a positive EPS at least, but in terms of revenue, wasn't enough. So again, we were talking about yesterday how traders are looking at this market like, yeah, you make money, but is it inflation adjusted? Again, according to inflation adjusted returns, is Spotify attractive here? Well, according to traders, no. And right now, you're starting to hit and break below key support on Spotify. So if you were looking to buy Spotify, we're breaking down really 3-year lows on it, pretty much all-time lows. So if you're looking to buy some here, that's pretty much the level you're going to get that you want. Again, I used to own Spotify, sold it for profit way back. But again, Spotify, it just is what it is. When other companies already offer that music, Amazon already offers music, Apple already does too. Apple, I would think, is better than Spotify. So if you want to get into streaming music, Spotify wouldn't be the worst place in the world to start. Obviously, you're starting pretty much at the bottom of the charts. But again, Apple offers more, Amazon offers more than just streaming music. So that's something to think about. Taking a look at NASDAQ futures, Key level here is 13,000, guys. That's really the level you're looking for. It's got to hold that. If not, then you're going to get lower, and that's what we've been expecting or looking at the market. So 13,025 currently. Microsoft had a great quarter. I'm glad they did. I think they were an amazing quarter. We talked about that last quarter earnings when Microsoft was down initially and then soared, and I was like, it was a great quarter. I don't know what the hell they're thinking, but really much your support here, 41.36 on S&P. Excuse me, on S&P. That's the clear level that you're looking for. If you're looking for SPY again, if you're trying to look at go to calls here, you need to get above 422.50. It has to be short term, maybe the 427s if that's the case. But again, it's looking like more downside as we go along. A lot of things happening. Obviously, Russia and Ukraine, China with COVID lockdowns, and of course, excuse me, the Fed and inflation. So one of those things has to work out, or we need some good news somewhere in order for the market to go up. The only thing I can find is silver lining is that the 10-year is down. The 10-year in yields. That's a good sign. The only thing is the dollar keeps going up, and you're going to see here that the dollar pretty much is breaking out. We could see that here on the max weekly chart. Yeah, 103. So it's either going to continue a lot higher. This is basically in the past 7 years. 7-year highs are basic from what I've seen, maybe even higher, multi-year highs. So the dollar is really showing us that, you know, a lot of money is being put into conservation as interest rates rise, and with the Fed tightening, so the dollar becomes more valuable. This is why, if you're an international traveler, you're loving this action, because if you own dollars, you're gonna do very, very well traveling overseas. I am so sorry. Thoughts on Matt? Let me answer some questions. Michael Berry saying comments of seeing shades of a great crash in 1929. I mean, he said that before, years ago. He's been calling for a tank job for years. So 1929, that's more of a structural thing in terms of the market. We didn't have an SEC back then, so a little different. I kind of constitute as more of a 2011 slowdown, 2012 slowdown. We had the same kind of headlines. Jim Cramer did a really good piece on it on Mad Money last night. He was reading headlines that sounded like just like from today, but it was really from 2016. China, Russia issues, inflation. God, I am so sorry. My damn hiccups. So lower this morning. Well, that's really the question. Are traders going to buy this earnings with Microsoft? The dollar obviously hurting. Taking a look at the VIX this morning. Any gaps to fill? No. So again, 3018 is your support on the VIX. If that does break down a little further, 2833 possibly, but we could get some lower movement here. We just have to see how we open. The VIX is pointing to a higher move, as we do have a slight gap at 3244. We may just retest 4150. 4130 is your key level. 13,000 is the key level on NASDAQ. Just keep an eye. Anything I added? I bought some TLT. I do own some Microsoft already, but it seems that we're pretty much set on going down to 4,000 on S&P. For right now, we're about 177 handles away. So I'm not rushing to buy anything yet. Definitely want to see Facebook's quarter today. Ford, I'm not really interested in, but I definitely want to see Apple's on Thursday. Apple's my largest position. Shit, sorry. God, it's the worst. So again, I'm watching NASDAQ extremely closely and watching S&P extremely closely to get into some short positions and some puts if this doesn't hold up. So my apologies for my hiccups. I'll see if I take something. My wife's been telling me to drink water upside down, so I'm going to work on that. Other than that, guys, it's really just a wait-and-see approach. A lot of earnings are being digested, but really the dollar is something you want to look at, and that's what I'll be looking at currently. Yeah, I'm still holding Apple calls as of right now. Yes. So let's see what the dollar does. If we do get a nice rejection, NASDAQ should bounce off 13,000. Excuse me, probably get to 13,275 short term. But again, the dollar is the key. The VIX is the key. These are the two you want to watch for today to see if any more additional weakness. Actually, again, regards to planning the salvage at some point, I'm still holding it. I will wait for today and see how we go. But again, I'm not making a decision before that market. That bell is not on as of yet. Unless we were at profit, then I'd take it. But we'll go ahead and leave it there, guys. Have a great rest of your afternoon. We'll go ahead and catch you guys tomorrow for the morning note. I will not be on the afternoon note today. Excuse me. Shit. Stupid hiccups. Hopefully I don't have hiccups tomorrow. I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning for the morning note. We'll go over the Facebook numbers together as well. All headlines will be tweeted on Twitter, anything new. And then obviously on Instagram, we'll share and see if I throw a TikTok video for you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Cheers, guys.